551st day that I'm here to share lessons I learn and I'm learning. I hope those that support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I'll speak about growth and change. Now, of course, a lot of times people are afraid of change, but I could tell you that you can be afraid of it, but some change are coming by default, you want it or not. We are changing and growing and aging, and it doesn't matter. Like there's a lot of changes coming in from external world, but the best part is that we potentially could make an intentional change. So it means we're able to decide how we want to change, how we want to improve, and how we're able to move forward. So the more intentional change you have, the more joyful person you can become. Now, I really love the saying that the power is ability to believe in invisible change. I will repeat more of that. The power is ability to believe in invisible change. That means that when you take action, you want to change, you want to improve, and you start taking action. And it might be that the result that you're looking for will require a lot of action, and you will not get any results. You will not get any immediate results. And you will need to take action for a month, two, three, maybe a year, maybe a decade, until you'll be able to see a massive results, a massive breakthrough. That's why this is a huge power. I love the saying that example with boiling water. Water starts to boil at 100 degrees Celsius. So that means when you start adding one by one from 30, you add 130, 132, 33, and it's 81, 82, 83, 95, 96, 97, and only like the last one, when it moves from 99 to 100, one extra Celsius starts to change that water from hot water to boiling waters. So that means it changes transitions from being a water to gas. So that means that every single time when you add one extra action, it leads one day to start to be in boiling water. Exactly. So what do you do today, and how long you're able to do exactly the same action, be self-disciplined, and being able to persevere? Because a lot of times people do something for 2 weeks, especially it's very common in sports. People start to exercise for 2 weeks and they do not see any results, and oh no, sport is not for me. I know. I remember that I love sports, and I love running, and I remember that I for a couple of years I didn't run, and when I need to go back to running, it sucked. I didn't like my running at all. It took me 2 months until I start to be in love with running again. So that means I truly believe that when you do something, and people say, "Oh, I hate running." I think that you hate running because you never gave yourself a chance to run for 3 months in a row with that pain, and you could say that I hate running, but after 3 months, maybe 4 months, because every single person have a different timeline. But I truly believe that if you run for 3 4 months, you will start loving the running. If you want to start loving um, riding a bike, it doesn't matter. Like when you do something a long time, I truly believe that a lot of times people change and they start loving it because they start becoming good at it. Because when you are good at something, of course you love it much more. So that means that sometimes we need to really work until we reach that breakthrough. Because it's so interesting that a lot of times you put so much action, you hate it, you hate it, you hate it, you don't like it, and then at some point it becomes a breakthrough, and that's when you really start loving it and you enjoying it. Now, a lot of times I hate when they said, "Oh, there is 7 steps to achieve something," or this is proven steps that you need to take and to get the exact results. But a lot of times people are different. We're not able to guarantee that those 7 or 3 steps will lead to something, because different people need different things, different steps to be able to achieve the same things. For example, sales. One person is very good at the ending, and some person needs a lot of help at the beginning, or vice versa. Other person needs to build his confidence. Other person needs to build to speak less. Other person needs to speak more. So like there's so many different things that we need to consider. So that means that when think about change, you need to have a mentor or a guide to understand what is your strength, what is your weaknesses, where you need to focus on. Or you need to ask yourself and be self-aware, because when you think about the steps that you need to find, because when you look into a lot of different trainings, you say, okay, this is proven steps that you need to take. And a lot of times those steps could be not aligned who you are. because that those steps was made by a different kind of person, and those steps could not lead where you're looking what you're looking for. So I truly believe that a lot of times when you want to achieve what you want to achieve, you need to find similar person like yourself, where he went and what he did to overcome all the things, all the challenges that you are facing now. Because I truly believe that one of the best way to learn is finding a person who were in a very similar position that you are, and find how they overcame. Because a lot of times people find a mentor or find a guide who never been in the same position as you are, and it's a little bit more difficult to guide because they have no awareness of what you're going through. Of course, it's possible and it will be very, very valuable in anyhow. But of course, the best way is to find a person who went through the same challenge that you are facing. And of course, change is very, very important. And today's main lesson is that, of course, change is difficult. And we need to take a lot of action to be able to see results. But if you really want to live life in your terms, you need to be intentional about your change. I need you to look forward to change and be joyful when you know that change is coming, and be excited about it. Because when people are fearful and about uncertainty that comes with change, that you lose joy because you always think about look how that will end up. But when you are excited about all the possibilities that could come out of that change, and really looking to change something that every single person is supposed to be excited about, I think that everything changes because you are start loving the process. And when you love the process, you love the success. Because people who love success and they don't love process, they do not get success majority of the time. But people who love process, because success is attracted by the process. When you love process, success will be attracted to you. So hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.